Have you ever felt like the universe was trying to tell you something, but you couldn't quite put it into words, like a song playing at just the right moment, or seeing the same numbers over and over again? What if those weren't coincidences, but cosmic messages written just for you? Carl Jung believed that what you seek is also seeking you, and today you'll discover exactly why. There are moments in life when time seems to bend and events fall into place like a secret pattern hidden in plain sight. A stranger hums a melody you just dreamed of, or a phrase in a book answers a question you've been silently holding. It's not chance. It's the universe whispering through the veil of coincidence, inviting you to look deeper. Carl Jung called this phenomenon synchronicity, a dance between the outer world and our inner landscape. It's not about logic, it's about meaning. Music that brings tears without warning, the scarab beetle at your window during a pivotal decision, or the sudden appearance of repeating numbers, they're not accidents. They are brushstrokes in a larger painting only your soul can recognize. Within the framework of analytical psychology, synchronicity connects our subconscious with the great cosmic choreography. A living, breathing rhythm between dreams and destiny, emotion and manifestation. Have you noticed how these so-called coincidences often come when you're on the verge of a personal journey, or when karma circles back in subtle, symbolic ways? Have you experienced a moment that felt too aligned to be random? Share it below. Someone else might need to hear your story today, and if you're open to it, spend a moment meditating on the last coincidence that touched your heart. There's likely a message still waiting there. But what if these moments aren't isolated? What if they're messengers, signs meant to guide us through an invisible map? Are you ready to follow the trail of cosmic signals? What comes next may reveal how the universe speaks in ways you've never considered. Have you ever heard a song at just the right moment, like it was written for you? Maybe it brought back forgotten memories, stirred emotions you thought were buried, or answered a question you hadn't yet asked out loud. These aren't mere accidents. They're echoes from the universe, resonating with your subconscious. When you're deeply connected with your inner self, the external world begins to mirror your internal shifts. Dreams start to predict real events, or you stumble upon a book that speaks directly to your current life decision. These signs, laced with intuition and spiritual meaning, are part of a hidden dialogue between your soul and the collective unconscious. Carl Jung believed that behind every synchronicity lies a symbolic message. It's the subconscious rising to the surface through music, memories, emotions. These are sacred reflections, reminders that your journey is being observed and lovingly shaped. Even a fleeting sense of déjà vu might be your soul recognizing a scene from its own script. Have you felt this before? Comment below with a moment when life spoke to you in symbols, perhaps through a dream, a song, or a moment of perfect timing. You may be surprised how many others have danced to the same silent rhythm, but if all these messages are real, who or what is sending them? We dive into the invisible forces shaping these experiences, forces older than time itself. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you really are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click on the link in the pinned comment and begin your transformation now. Within the depths of Carl Jung's teachings lies a sacred key, synchronicity, not as a random oddity, but as a cornerstone of analytical psychology. He didn't just theorize it, he felt it pulsing through the architecture of the psyche. It's here that the subconscious meets the cosmos, bridging the personal with the collective unconscious. The patterns we live aren't just internal, they're woven into the universe. Every meaningful coincidence is like a spiritual nudge, aligning your inner narrative with something greater. Dreams aren't just stories, they're encrypted signals from the deeper realms, layered with symbols born from a universal mythos. Have you ever had a dream that predicted something or revealed something you didn't know you knew? When we open ourselves to this truth, we start to witness life as an alchemical mirror. The outside world begins to reflect our inner states, shaped not by logic but by energy, archetypes, and intention. As Jung observed, even the appearance of the scarab beetle, a symbol of rebirth, was no coincidence. It was a precise reflection of transformation stirring within his patient. Have you ever seen a symbol appear in waking life that connected with a dream or a thought you couldn't explain? Tell us below. Sometimes your experience is the missing piece of someone else's puzzle. You can also enhance this awareness through journaling your dreams each morning. No filter, just flow. But if the world is a mirror, what are the hidden codes behind its reflections? We'll explore the ancient language of numbers and the secrets they whisper across time. Some stories feel like myths until they happen to you, like the moment Jung shared with his patient when a scarab beetle tapped at the window just as she described a dream of that same insect. It cracked open her disbelief and aligned her soul with the hidden forces guiding her life. That's not folklore, it's divine design in motion. These stories are scattered throughout time. Someone dreams of a loved one, only to receive their call the next day. A book falls from a shelf, opening to a passage that mirrors your thoughts. Or you meet a stranger who speaks the exact words your heart needed. These moments may seem trivial until you feel the chills and realize you've touched the cosmic choreography. Behind each experience lies a blueprint of the soul. The scarab beetle, for instance, symbolized resurrection in Egyptian mysticism, an ancient echo affirming transformation. These symbols emerge not randomly, but with spiritual precision. They are invitations to awaken, to listen. You're not imagining things. The universe is responding to your energetic state. What about you? Have you experienced synchronicities so profound they left you speechless? Share them in the comments. Your story may activate someone else's awakening. And here's a practice. Carry a small notebook and note any repeating signs, dreams, or symbols for the next 7 days. You'll begin to notice the pattern. But what if this cosmic guidance didn't stop at symbols? What if the universe counts on numbers to speak to you too? We'll enter the mysterious world of numerology and the sacred rhythms hidden in repetition. Numbers are more than quantities, they're codes, patterns of intelligence echoing through the cosmos. When you keep seeing repeating numbers, 1111, 222, 777, it's not just digital noise. It's the universe aligning with your vibration, sending a sacred signal. You're on the path. And numerology is the ancient art that helps us decode it. From the time of Pythagoras, numbers have been seen as the language of the divine. Each number carries a vibration, a frequency that resonates with specific energies in the soul. Seeing 333, for instance, may call your attention to harmony and alignment, while 444 whispers protection. It's not magic, it's mathematics infused with spiritual meaning. The synchronicity between your inner state and the appearance of these numbers isn't random. It's karma weaving a message, intuition knocking on your awareness. These moments are often laced with déjà vu or intense emotions, nudging you to pause and reflect. The universe counts not in logic but in light and resonance. Have you been seeing repeating numbers lately? Drop them in the comments. Let's decode the message together. And here's a sacred practice. Next time you see a repeating number, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, what was I thinking or feeling in that exact moment? That's the message. But what if these signs aren't just validations, but actual guides for your life decisions? We'll explore how to use synchronicity as a compass for your inner journey. Synchronicity isn't just mystical, it's practical. Imagine treating each coincidence not as chance, but as guidance. That email from someone you were just thinking about, that dream you had before making a life decision, these are threads in a woven message. The universe speaks fluently through subtlety. It's up to you to listen with your soul. When you're aligned, synchronicity becomes a personal compass. You meet someone who opens a door. You feel intuitively pulled toward a place, a path, a purpose. Even the detours carry meaning. What seems like a setback could actually be a sacred redirection. When you're attuned, your personal journey becomes a co-creation with the cosmos. Here's how to deepen this relationship. Start your mornings with 5 minutes of stillness, tuning in to your emotional frequency. Then, set an intention. Ask the universe to reveal something today through symbols, music, or signs. And when it happens, write it down. Over time, you'll see that synchronicity isn't rare. It's just rarely noticed. Have you ever made a life decision guided by synchronicity? Tell us below, how did it turn out? If you've never tried it, here's your challenge. This week, follow one small intuitive nudge and observe what unfolds. Share the results. We're listening. But how do different cultures interpret these signs? Could our ancestors have known more about this than we think? We journey through time to explore cultural reflections of synchronicity around the world. Across cultures and centuries, humanity has always sensed that life moves to a rhythm beyond what the eyes can see. In ancient Chinese philosophy, the Tao illustrated a flow where everything has its timing, its place, and its harmony. In indigenous traditions, the flight of a bird, the rhythm of a drum, or the shape of a cloud were never just observations, they were messages. The universe, through its infinite forms, was always speaking. In Egypt, sacred geometry and symbols like the Ankh encoded cosmic laws. The Mayans mapped synchronicities in their calendars, understanding that certain alignments held transformative power. These societies lived in close communion with the subtle energies of existence. What we call coincidence today, they called prophecy, omen, or divine order. They didn't question the connection between the inner and the outer, they embodied it. And even now, when we pause and truly feel the fabric of our lives, we recognize that same knowing. Whether through the lens of Carl Jung's collective unconscious or the intuitive wisdom of our ancestors, synchronicity reminds us that we are part of something greater. These cultural mirrors reflect a truth that transcends borders and beliefs. We are not alone, and the universe is constantly in dialogue with our soul. If you've recognized signs in your own spiritual or cultural background, rituals, dreams, symbols, consider sharing them in the comments. Our stories are sacred threads in the greater tapestry. And if you feel called, take a moment today to honor your roots. Light a candle, whisper a prayer, or sit in silence beneath the sky. The wisdom of the past lives within you, still speaking, waiting to be heard. You're not just a passenger in this universe, you're a co-creator. Every symbol, every emotion, every coincidence is an invitation to remember who you truly are. So tell me, what synchronicities have marked your path lately? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to read it. And here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, observe. Write down every sign, number, or dream that speaks to you. Then come back and tell us what you discovered. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so we can keep exploring this mystery together. What if the signs you're seeing aren't just messages, but reflections? In the next video, you'll discover how your reality mirrors your inner world and why nothing out there can change until something in here does.